Hello, my name is Margarida and welcome to my channel Margarida Bujo, and welcome to a new video. So in this video you'll see my reading journal setup for 2025, of course. And since the notebook that I was using is not finished yet, I decided to use the rest of the notebook for this setup because I'm not very picky about my reading journal. So I wanted to use the same notebook, and once this one is finished, I continue in another one. I don't really care splitting the year into two different notebooks on my reading journal. That doesn't bother me, and I'm being more conscious with my buying, so I don't have to buy as much notebooks and I don't waste that many pages. So that being said, welcome to this video and see me set up for 2025. So I don't have a specific theme for my reading journal, and even I don't have a specific theme throughout the journal. Like one spread has one theme and other spread has another theme, so that's that. So for this journal I did like a cover spread for 2025 just to divide things, and then I have my goals spread for my ebooks and physical books. So that's the spread where I can set my number goal. So a goal related to how many physical books and ebooks I'm going to read in the year. So I set up 50 boxes, but I have space for more. So my primary goal is gonna be 50, but I hope to read more because this year I've read more. I've read like 57, I think. So I have space for more, of course. And I just added a sticker that says "Let's read," and this pencil that's actually a business card from a small little sticker shop that I like. And once I've read a book, I paint the color corresponding to the month. So each month I'll assign different colors, so visually I can see how many books I've read in each month of the year. So for this next spread, I'm going to set up my goals for my audiobooks. So I like to do a different spread for that because, I don't know, it's different forms of consuming a book, but for me it's considered reading anyway. And in 2024 I've read 30 audiobooks, so I want to keep and do the same, but of course I have more space for more audiobooks. And I use the same washi tape and a different book sticker for the spread, so this spread goes well together with the previous one. Now this other spread I called More Goals, and it has more goals than just number goals for 2025. So I have goals like read more from Beth O'Leary because it's an author that I like and I want to read more. Read more books from authors that I already like. If I have authors that I like the new releases, I can search the backlist and read more from that authors. I really want to try and do that, but I didn't specify the authors like I specified Beth O'Leary. Then only buy books if they are in Portuguese or if they are from series that I already have. Since I'm Portuguese, I want to support our book industry, and if I want to read in English, I can read in ebook form, or if I already have some of the series in English, I can read that in English. And then I have some exceptions for that. That is Libardugo. I can buy that in English even if it's not from a series, because she's one of my favorite authors. And manga series, because I enjoy reading manga in English or in Portuguese, but if they only have the English, I like to buy that. And I have visit new bookshops and read more non-fiction books and buy more secondhand books, used books. So I'm trying to be more conscious with my purchases, and I read a lot of ebooks more than physical books, but I like to have some in my bookshelf, like to display, and I like to have some physical copies as well from some specific genres or specific authors. So I want to try and buy more secondhand, because I found out that I don't really care if it's secondhand or not. If the book is in good shape, I don't care. So I can buy the books because they are cheaper and it's not so wasteful, you know. And this next spread is my bookshelf. So every book I've read, I write it in here. So that's pretty much self-explanatory. I did that for 2024 as well, and I'm happy to do that for 2025. And I just added some washi tapes and some stickers in this spread. And in 2024 I didn't paint the books, it was just black and white, but this year I might paint them by genre, or if they are audiobooks, e-books or physical books, but I'm not sure yet. So we'll see throughout the year what I want to do. And this next spread that I'm setting up is my stats and favorites, and I did this exact same spread for 2024 and I loved it, so I want to try and do that for 2025. So the favorites is the favorite book from each month. I assign a book for a month, like January, February, etc. I see what was my favorite book of that month. And then the stats is the number of physical books, audiobooks and ebooks I've read and the total I've read. So pretty much self-explanatory. I don't track genres and I don't track like ethnicity of authors. I always am conscious about that stuff, but I don't feel the necessity to write that on my reading journal. And I like stats and stuff, like book stats, I don't know, but I like seeing how many books from each genre, and if a particular month I've read like not so much audiobooks, I'll try to read more audiobooks in the next month. It's a battle against myself, I guess, but I enjoy it, so makes reading more fun. I think having a reading journal makes reading more fun because it's more interactive. It's just not reading the book, or even if you annotate in a book, that's fun as well, like you can write and you make the experience more fun. But having a reading journal, it elevates the experience. I know that's not for everyone, but for me, I think it makes it more fun. It makes a more fun hobby to have. It's not just reading, it's everything about the books. I find that fun, so yeah. And this next spread is my 2025 book club choices, and me and two other friends, we have a little book club, and each month we pick a book and then we read it. So I like to print the covers of books and put it in here. Actually in 2025 we decided to do a book bingo, where we decided that after I did this spread, but I think I'll print that out and do it somewhere in this reading journal. And then this next spread is my want to read spread, and these are the books that I don't have on my physical TBR and that I really want to read. Buy them or read them in other forms, but not so much reading them in audiobook form, more like physical books or ebooks. So these are the books that I'm really excited about. And then I have my physical TBR, so the books that I have on my shelf. And then I have a spread for my series, and in 2024 I did a similar spread, but I had boxes for each series, but that was very limiting because I had more series than boxes to fill. So this time I decided just to write the name of the series and the number of the books that the series already has and cross them once I've read them. So in that way, in this list form, I have more space to write more series. It's not so appealing as what I did in 2024. It was more fun because most of my spreads in my reading journal are lists, but this is the most effective way and I want my reading journal to be practical, so I decided to do that. And then right by its side I have a 2025 releases, and I add a sticker that says good things are coming, and in here I'll write the releases I'm excited for in 2025. I have to be honest, I'm not that good to keep track of new releases. I know by them once they are already out or almost coming out. In 2024, I did this spread. It was useful because sometimes I didn't know what to read, like different books from what I already own. So I went to this spread and see some books that I forgot about them. And then I read some of them and I was excited about them. So I want to do that for 2025. And then I have a spread for my audiobooks, so in this spread I'll write every audiobook that I've read in the year, and I'll decorate it very cutely. I think it looks cute, I guess. And I have the exact same spread but for my ebooks. I really like the stickers that I used in this spread as well. And I don't have a spread for the physical books I've read because I have a spread for my physical TBR, and once I've read the book I crossed that from the physical TBR spread, so it was redundant if I did two spreads about that, you know. And what I didn't show you, because when I filmed this video I haven't done that, I did a book bingo for 2025. So I have things like read a mystery, read a book with one word on the title, crying with a book, reorganize my bookshelves, watch a movie based on a book, things like that. So I have a bunch of prompts for this book bingo, and I like to have like different challenges. And in 2024 I did an alphabet reading challenge, and I read most of the letters of the alphabet, but some of the trickier ones like X and Y and Z, I haven't read that. So it was a fun challenge though. I really liked that challenge, but I wanted to spice it up, so I did a book bingo for 2025. And as I already mentioned in my book club, we are also having a book bingo for 2025, so lots of book bingos, I guess. And yeah, you can see the final flip through of these spreads, and let me know what you think about this reading journal and what I should add, because I can always add more spreads. And yeah, that's everything for this video. So follow me on Instagram to see what I've been reading and my bullet journal and pictures of the spreads and everything, and follow me on TikTok as well, and subscribe to this channel to see new content from me. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, see you next time.